Hi everyone, my name is Roberta and welcome to the 5 Minutes or Less How-To series where I share tips and tricks with you on arts and crafts in less than 5 minutes. Today I am really excited to share with you how to put together this cutest gingerbread mason jar. And here are the materials that I used in the making of this video. I used wood, I used a material called Duralar, cardstock paper, Xyron label machine, and E6000 glue. So let's get to it. First, I put in my wood and I cut it in the Glowforge with the usual settings. And then I pulled up my Duralar. Duralar is kind of like acetate, but it does not have any materials that damage your machine, so it's great for laser. And I went ahead and engraved the mason jar outlinings and then also cut the mason jar lid using Duralar because it's a little bit cheaper than acrylic and it looks just as nice. And here I'm showing you the settings for each one of those two types of functions, whether it's engraving or cutting with Duralar. I am zooming in here for you to see that I put a little magnet to hold it down right in the middle because it's pretty thin. So as the machine is cutting or engraving and blowing the air, there is always the possibility that the Duralar may fly away, just like paper. So then I went ahead and cut my cardstock paper because I wanted to embellish my mason jar with it. I went ahead and put it into my machine. Again, I put the magnets in the center so the paper would not fly away. And here you can see the settings that I have put using cardstock to cut it, and it cuts really nicely. After that was done, I went ahead and used my Xyron label machine, which I just love this machine. It's great to putting stickers and paper, and I've used it with acrylic. If you watch my acrylic video, you can see how it's done. And here I decided to go ahead and use it to stick it to my wood mason jar. So you can see that I'm putting the backing on and it sticks quite nicely. And for the top, because I'm going to have to put the Duralar on top of this one, I actually have to put a sticker at the bottom and at the top of this outlining of the mason jar. So you can see me here putting it through the Xyron machine one more time just so that I have a double sticky side so I can glue both pieces of this piece of paper or cardstock that I pulled from the machine into that next layer. And you need to put this layer here because you're going to put in your gingerbread, or I put in also a little paw for a pet, and you need a little bit of space. So, you can actually put in your top without essentially having gaps on the side. So you can see me here gluing the sticky side onto the wood, and now I'm gluing the Duralar to the top of the middle layer, and you can see here that it sticks onto it perfectly. It's almost like a 3M style tape, so it's really nice. I cleaned that Duralar a little bit with some of the lens cleaner that I use for my Glowforge, so it looks very nice and pristine here. And then I went ahead and used some Mod Podge to the back of the mason jar just to give it a little bit of a shine. And I also wanted to add my gingerbread in there and have it stuck so it wouldn't move around. And then just for safety, I ended up adding some glue to the back of my spacer or the top of the mason jar, just in case the Mod Podge was not going to be strong enough to hold it all together. So I used some E6000 glue. I added to the back of it, and I just used my fingers to kind of spread it around without any gloves. So would not recommend that. But here it is. I mounted onto the backer, and you can see that the cardstock looks like as if it's one piece, even though I have two pieces in there, plus the Duralar on top. And then I just added on some embellishments and put it onto my Christmas tree. Isn't this so cute? Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video and you're gonna get to try this at home. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you.